Hi guys, Mess Graphics here. So today I'm going to be dropping one of my most anticipated videos on how I create my flyers, because many people have been talking to me, many people have been getting across to me that they really want to see how I create most of my flyers. So today I'm going to be dropping a video on how I create my flyers, on my design process, on how I create my flyers. So let's get started and let's get into it. So first of all, I open Photoshop. And as you can see, I have my size here. I have my size here. For tutorial purposes, this size is 2000 by 2000 pixels. And this is the size I normally use when I'm designing something that I know that won't be printed. But I also use it because it's easier for me to actually tweak. That's if they now tell me, okay, this flyer is going to be printed. So it's easier for me to resize it this way than actually designing on the main format. I just feel like it's stressful designing on E5 size when you know that it won't be printed. So this is my size, 2000 pixels by 2000 pixels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my logo. I don't know where you actually start your design from. But when I'm designing church flyers, to reduce the confusion and the tension, I actually start from the logo. And as you can see, this is the logo I created for this tutorial purpose. This is not the church is not a real church. It's not it's not a real church, or it's not a real religious organization. I just had to form it for this tutorial, and I really like the name of the church though, but I just formed it with my own head, the Crown of Life Ministries. Okay, so don't mind how I started the design. This is actually the way I start. I love taking things from the top to the bottom. And as you can see, I'm arranging the presents like the Crown of Ministry, the Crown of Life Ministries presents. So this is just how I study. Okay, let me just go for 12 because I actually feel like this presents should not carry much attention in the design, because I think this is just like an undertag. To me, you can feel a different way. I don't want you to feel the way I feel about it, but it depends, whatever works for you. So this is the point where I get to the theme. This is where the big deal is. Like every designer actually faces this. Sometimes when you are designing a church flyer, when you are designing anything that you have to work with team, sometimes knowing the fonts to use, knowing your font style, knowing how to keep it simple sometimes can make you a little bit confused. But for this tutorial, I'm trying my best to keep it as simple as possible. So for the theme, I went with Fishers of Men. I don't know why I went with that theme, but that was just the theme on my mind. Fishers of Men. Okay. Fishers of Men. Okay. So I increased the size. Okay. I'm trying my best to keep it simple. Okay. I reduced my kerning to minus 75. Okay, let's work with minus 100. Okay, so this is it. Fishers of Men. Okay. Fishers of Men. Of Men. So this is the theme I'm going with. This is the theme I'm going with. Fishers of Men, and I have to work much more on it. Okay. Okay. Let's go for 72 pixels, and I'll actually know how to adjust that using my transform tools. Okay. Mhm, mhm. Okay, this size is very much okay. This size is very much okay for me. Okay. Mhm. So I need to just align both of them. Okay. So this is okay. Mhm. Okay. I group both of them and take it a little bit up, closer to the present. So the next thing I'm going to be creating is my underline. Okay, I'll be using Handbill for that. So for my underline, I'm going with a Christian's ultimate responsibility. A Christian's ultimate responsibility. Okay. Mhm. I'll reduce the size. Okay. Like I said, this is not a real church. This is not a real program, and this is just all for tutorial purposes. Okay, so I'll go with a Christian's ultimate responsibility, but let me make this a little bit visible by actually changing the font a little bit. Mhm. Okay, let me go with Gothenburg. I love using sans serif fonts because they actually make my design look actually perfect. I only use serif when it has to do with themes, when it has to do with titles, but for my underlines and my under tags, I make sure I keep them simple. So okay, we have this, a Christian's ultimate responsibility. Okay. Then what I do is I actually increase it a little bit. Okay, so we are almost done with the theme. I know you people must be thinking, you've already gone far with the design and we've not even seen your background. Just calm down, we are getting to that. Okay, because of I don't want to waste your time, let me just duplicate this here. Then I'll make changes to it and I'll write it. Um, This Sunday, this Sunday, this Sunday. Okay, let's just go with this Sunday. I don't want to start cracking my head and deciding which date should I make it, which date should it be. Okay, so let's just go with this Sunday only. This Sunday only. Okay, so let's choose the time. As I see, let's just choose a custom time. Or sorry, actually, let me go with the venue because the time will come later. Okay, let's go with the crown, the crown, the crown auditorium, audito, auditorium. Okigwe Road, Road, Owerri. Sorry, Owerri. So okay, we increase the lines a little bit because the text is looking a little clustered. I really love giving my text breathing space. That's actually to make it easier to read and to make it a little painful to the eyes. So I'm gonna place my location icon. That's on my resources folder. Okay, my icons. Okay, I really love keeping everything organized. I think I'll go with this. Since I've not chosen any color for this design, I think I'll leave it at black and white for now until I put the background and I actually start arranging the colors. Then, okay, so we have our mock location here. Okay, okay, so let me also place my time icon because I'll just be keeping this simple. I'll just be keeping this simple and quick so that I won't bore you. Okay, I got my time icon. Okay, okay, okay. So I'll actually bring the time a little bit down. Because I really want this Sunday to actually be on its own, and I'll increase the kerning. It's always important to let your text breathe um, by not actually congesting them. By this, you can create a good flow, and it's actually good because it will make your reader or your audience not to have difficulty when reading. Okay, so we are going with this. I have to reduce the okay. Okay, I have to make sure it's the same flow. Let's align it a bit. Okay, so this is just we are done with the banner. So let me group all of them together. Okay, okay, okay. So this is the team. Okay, so what I do is I group them all. and then I align it. Okay, and then I increase it a bit. Okay, so now comes to the most important time, the most important part of the design. This is the part where I choose a background, and for my background I'll be placing this watercolor background I got from the internet, and I'll be leaving links on where I got it from. I'll be leaving links on the description where I got it from. Okay, so this is the background I'll be working with. This is actually a watercolor paint I got from the internet. So what I'm going to do to this image a little bit is that I'm going to clean the parts that came out to the test area, so that to make it not to make it hard to read. Okay, as you can see, our flyer is already taking shape. I just have to adjust some parts around here. Okay, as you can see, our flyer is already taking a good shape. Then I'm not actually done with the background. I place another background. Okay, according to the team, I decided to use a background of somebody or of a person dragging another person out of a pit, or maybe out of a hill. Sorry, I didn't actually address that image very well. So I go to my blending options. There are many stuffs to choose from. As you can see, it's already taking shape. There are many blending options to go for. You can go for overlay, you can go for soft light, you can go for hard light, you can go for vivid light, but the ones that actually fits what I want to achieve is the linear dodge add. As you can see, it's actually looking very nice. So what next I'm going to do is that I'm going to select my I'm going to create a color balance to actually add some color to the background that I created. I don't actually want it to be blue. I want it to be a little bit reddish. Okay. 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 So this is actually good. This is actually good. This is actually nice. Let's zoom in a bit. As you can see, this is actually very, very, very nice already. I just need to increase my team a little bit because it's looking like most of the things here are a little bit constrained. Okay. Presents. Okay. And then the team. The logo, sorry. A little bit. Okay. So bring the time down a little bit. Then I bring the dates down a little bit. Then I bring down this Sunday. As you can see, the flyer has already taken its shape. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to align this area again, because I actually increased the size of the team and the size of, and actually shifted it. So I'm going to align it again. And as you can see, that's already looking nice. Very, very nice. I'm actually happy with what I've achieved so far. So I'm gonna select the color from my background because that's why I had to wait before I create the background. Okay, so let me select the color that will be better for me to work with. Okay, I think I better make this a gradient. Okay. Okay, gradient overlay. That's not what I wanted to achieve. Let's check for purples. No, that's not the shade of purple I want. Okay. Some people say why I design my flyers with Photoshop. That's something that works for me. It's something that works for me, you understand? So that's why I always use Photoshop. When I started graphic design, actually, I tried learning with CorelDRAW. Things were going well until some points when I started challenges, how to actually export my images. I began noticing that most of the images I exported were not clear. Some of them you design and is actually looking good. Your design is actually looking nice and good. And when you now export it to your phone and you actually notice that, why is this design that was looking like this? Not fine. Where did I go wrong? Didn't I export it well? So at the point I was tired of having those issues over and over again. I designed something, is looking nice. Then I just take it over to my phone to send to the client, and the design is looking like what I don't know, because actually I really didn't know what it was looking like. So I just had to pick a niche for myself. I just had to pick out what actually was working well for me at that point, which was Photoshop, and I decided to run with that. That was actually 5 years ago. Yeah, well, is that 5 years ago? When 20? Yeah, 5 years ago. I started design 2015, but not officially because even though I started design, I didn't start design. Yeah, okay. So I now change the color to my time icon to I paste it. Okay, as you can see, our flyer is ready. As you can see, it was not hard to make. It was very easy. I'm not still happy with my arrangement, so let's just make a little correction before we continue, because it looks like everything is a little bit far apart. So let's bring them together. As I was saying here, I started design. I know that's what people want to hear again. I started design 5 years ago. It's been a good journey. It's been a good journey. A good journey of major challenges. But we're working on it. We keep learning every day. Okay. So, okay, this is not a little bit. Okay, I have to align it again. Okay, then I need to reduce the size a little bit. Okay. Then one secret where they like keep for flyers. One secret that I like keeping the flyers, I love using overlays. I love using overlays. I love using overlays. Like, if I've not used an overlay, I will not be happy. I love using overlays because they actually make my work look nice. Okay. difference. Let me adjust that a little bit. Okay, as you can see, our flyer has taken its shape. Our flyer has taken its shape and is looking as nice as ever. Okay, there are some parts we've not still worked on. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is our flyer. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. I'll be dropping more tutorials within the week that you can watch and actually learn new things. Thank you guys for sticking to the end of this tutorial. I remain your guy, your humble guy, MSG.